With supply lines and store shelves drying up, it's more crucial than ever to get to know your farmers, producers, and local vendors. Welcome to the Victoria Farmers Market. Let's go check it out.
When you think digital marketing, think Thrivefuel. Websites, social media marketing, advertising, and much more. Thrivefuel is professional digital marketing.
Welcome to Meet Victoria, where we'll get to know the people, businesses, and heroes that make this community special. I'm Caleb Shaw, owner of Shaw Realty and your host. Now let's go meet Victoria. All right, guys, as you can tell, man, there's all sorts of good stuff going on here. I'm super excited. Young lady, if you would, introduce yourself, please.
My name is Dominic Stange from Stange Homestead. We live in Schrader, Texas, on a little homestead, and we just do everything from baking to canning.
Yeah, you've got all sorts of stuff. I'm noticing peach stuff and Dr. Pepper stuff and dill relish, all sorts of good stuff. What is your specialty here? If you had something that this is my favorite, what would you say it is?
So our specialty is our whoopie pies.
Whoopie pie, W-H-O-O-P-Y?
Yes.
All right, talk to me.
So usually we have different flavors. On Wednesdays, since it's a smaller market, we don't do as much, but I do a oatmeal with peanut butter, which is what we have now. I do a chocolate chip cookie with chocolate in the middle. I do a brownie.
Did you see me drooling a little bit right there? I didn't mean to, I'm sorry, go ahead.
And I do a brownie with the peanut butter, and then I just do the regular oatmeal with the regular buttercream in the middle. And that seems to be our favorite.
Danny, well, can I get you to set one of these aside for me? I know better than to eat this on camera, but if you'd set this aside, I'm gonna come back and get that in a minute.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you at the next one. Thank you so much.
You too. Thank
Appreciate
you so much.
All right, my friend, thanks so much for having us. If you wouldn't mind, please introduce yourself and tell me what you got going on here.
My name is Robert Franz. We have wind chimes made out of glass, and we use recycled glass. We get it from wineries and different venues, and of course our friends that love to drink.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And who does it?
And what we do is we recycle it. We make bottle chimes. We make wind chimes, as you see right here.
And all these beautiful things you do. This is you, all by yourself.
We do this at our house. We have 2 kilns. We do the cutting, we do the grinding, and everything else. And we do all the decorating of the bottles as well.
Outstanding. Well, man, you've done an awesome job. About how many of these bottles you go through in an average when you sit down?
When I'm cutting, I go through about 5-6 cases, and we constantly melt. When we do our melting, it takes 10 hours per cycle, so we're running kilns 24/7 to make the rings and the bottoms as well. So we recycle everything from the bottoms to the necks, which make the paddles inside the wind chime.
Nothing is wasted.
Nothing is wasted.
Nothing is wasted. No. Well, this is phenomenal. You guys do a great job. You know, I driving through from traffic, you can sit out on the road and you can spot this booth with all the sun.
We've had people stop at the traffic light and say, we see these sparkly things, we need to come in and
yes,
see.
Sir.
And they will buy.
Well, they need to buy them. These are awesome. You did a great job on that. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Take care, my friend.
You.
All right, my friend, if you wouldn't mind, please introduce who you are and what you got going here, brother.
My name is Derek O'Neill. My wife Christina and I have our Betha Cattle Company, and people always ask what the name Betha is. It's Irish Gaelic, means sustenance, life, food, what feeds you. And we raise Wagyu Angus beef. Our Wagyu sire bulls were the first, second generation born in Texas. Their sires are imported from Japan. The Kobe region of Japan, the Kobe beef, where it comes from.
So you hit on a good one right out the gate on me. Wagyu, what's the difference? You know, for a knucklehead like me, steak and potatoes dude, but doesn't know about the good steak, talk to me.
Okay, every breed of cattle has a certain aspect of what they're good for. Wagyu is known for their marbling and their tenderness, and their fat. Their fat is actually a healthy fat. It has oleanic acid and monosaturated fat, which is healthier for your cholesterol and your heart. Gotcha. And on the IMF score of marbling, Wagyu comes in the top every time.
Got it. So that's what you're paying for when you get that. It's that extra marbling, just the
taste
factor.
It has a different taste to it. It has better marbling and better texture and tenderness.
Good deal. Well, I noticed you got all sorts of good stuff out here. You got any specialties? Talk to me. What's your favorite in here? If I was coming in for one day and had to grab something.
Chuck eye steaks. Look at the chuck eye steaks. That's just a cut out of the chuck region of the primal cut, and you see the marbling in the beef there. And we have some tri-tips. The chuck eye steak is one I like. T-bones. Everybody loves a T-bone.
Man.
And you can see frost off it, but you can see the marbling in the T-bone as well.
Man.
And stew meat, we have some stew meat, which you can, general purpose beef that you can use for pretty much anything, but you can also see the marbling beef there as well.
Goodness.
But what creates the marbling and the tenderness, especially, is when you process cattle, you hang them for a certain amount of days. We try to hang for a minimum of 14 days. That breaks down the muscle, it breaks down the molecules of the beef, and it makes it more tender.
Wow. Man, I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot that goes into this, huh?
It is, because there's grass-fed and there's grass-fed finish. Ours is grass-fed finish off of natural corn rations. So we raise them to about 1,000 pounds on natural grasses, and then we put them on an all-natural corn ration to finish them off at 1,200 to 1,500 pounds of harvest weight.
Outstanding. Okay, well, good to know. Well, guys, I'll see y'all later. Just kidding.
Okay, guys, I called y'all in because we need to discuss.
Have you ever actually seen his face? You know what? No.
Okay, guys, let's get it done.
Oh, there he is. There he is. You know, BJ might have some pictures in her office of him. Yeah, let's go.
Hey Scott, how many roll-offs are we going to use on that city demo?
Well, we can probably get you a couple.
We'll never know. Let's just get to work.
Steve Klein Custom Builder is ready to make your dream home become a reality. The historic Diamond Hill Collection is the newest private community offering beautiful new homes in downtown Victoria. New plans, new location, new look with the same goal: to develop, design, and build beautiful homes for our community and for the families who live in it. Visit our website or give us a call to view available homes today.
All right, guys, we are back at another one. If you wouldn't mind, young lady, tell me all about, well, let me back up. Introduce yourself and tell me what you have going on here, please.
All right, hi guys. I am Lacey Wilson. We are representing Crooked Pine Ranch. We are super excited to be here. We're just getting started in the farmers market in Victoria. We have delicious banana bread made by our wonderful Amanda. She is bringing you Red's Treats. We've got wonderful handmade goods by my mom. She is working hard to bring us new and exciting stuff all the time: hand towels, aprons, bag holders. We've got our premiere, our feature, Burn Your Whole salsa. There are 3 kinds of salsa right now. The kids help in the child labor. I'm just kidding. The kids corner, it's not child labor. We don't do that.
Hey, work them, that's all right.
We do just a little bit. But they keep all their profits and they work hard, and we're teaching them how to be entrepreneurs because they are homeschooled. And we've got all of our little helpers with us today, helping us bring everything that we got.
And what did you call the salsa?
Burn your hole.
Burn your whole salsa.
So you choose the hole.
Man, so yeah, that I was excited and now I'm a little nervous. I'm excited and nervous.
We do have samples. We would love for you to try.
Yeah, why don't we
let's
let's set up again and let's try some of these samples.
All right,
I think this will be good. Yes, ma'am. Be right back. All right, so we've got some of your Burn Your Whole salsa here. All right. Now, which flavor? I know you got 3 different ones, so which one did you pick for me?
I picked you the original recipe because this is, the family recipe. This is the recipe that my grandmother handed down to my dad, who then taught me how to make it whenever I was little. This one back here eats half a gallon of it a week. We are obsessed with spicy and hot and burning.
So you eat this?
Yes.
So
yes.
I don't have any excuse for it to be too hot for me then?
No,
okay.
No excuses.
So just man up like a girl and eat this, right?
That's right.
All right, I got this. I can do this. Thank you.
I'll let you open that and I'll open your chips for you, make your life a little easy.
Thank you. I need all the help I can get.
That's right.
All right, here. And one more time, this smells good.
Thank you. Yeah, This is a family recipe. It's got jalapenos and habaneros in it. It's just our standard recipe that we started with. It's got that flavor that makes you want to come back, but that heat that creeps up on you makes your nose run, your eyes water, and it makes you start to sweat a little bit.
Yeah, this is the hold together the cool face while you're a stud. You're a stud. This is good. This is extremely flavorful, and it has some kick to it. You see the little sweat beads on my forehead?
He's starting to sweat a little bit.
You're a stud. You're a stud. Remember that.
She eats it constantly.
Yeah, I need to man up like a girl here.
Here's your banana bread. We have banana bread to cool you down.
To wash the palate or whatever they say?
Yes, wash the palate. And it's delicious banana bread. Amanda works really hard to make her banana bread, and Saturday she sold out. sold out.
You want to talk about one swing to another?
Isn't it? It's a real drastic swing, but the flavor.
I love hot sauce. It's about the flavor. You know, I don't like hot for the sake of hot.
Yes.
You know, I don't want to just get burned. I don't mind getting burned with good flavor.
Mm-hmm. It's gotta be worth it. You gotta have a reason to go back.
Again, when I opened it, I could smell it, and it was you could smell the ingredients. You could smell that. That was awesome.
Just smell the difference of the habanero mango.
Oh, yeah, that smells sweet too. It has a sweetness to it.
I roasted elephant garlic. Like this one's got a whole different consistency, a whole different flavor to it. So you've got to try all three of them when y'all come out. You got to sit here and do the trifecta and try them all. We promise not to kill you, but do come and try.
Make sure you get the banana bread. It's the perfect palate cleanser. But that really was a good from hot to sweet, and that was really good, very delicious. Thank you. That was
yes,
well.
Sir.
And once again, you're a stud. Like that, you eat half a jar of that,
half a gallon a week.
You're
She's
a stud.
A lot.
Well
She's
done.
A lot.
Well
it's
done.
on everything.
Yes, ma'am.
I've been eating it since I was a toddler.
Well, I'm gonna work on it. I'm not in your league yet, but I'm gonna try. But thank you so much for having us.
Yes,
and
thank you.
Guys, check it out. It's good stuff. All right, we are back. As you can tell, I found me a little straggler here at the farmer's market, and they've got a 2-for-1 special going right now. You can swing it. I'm just kidding. This is my son. For those that don't know, he loves the farmer's market, so we wanted to bring him up here. And one of the favorite booths that he has is right here behind me. Young lady, if you wouldn't mind, please introduce yourself and tell us all about your booth.
Hey, I'm Nancy Mayer. I'm an artist and a crafter. Today I'm out here with my Christmas booth. I have wreaths, I have wood cutouts, I have gift bags that are handmade. I have ornaments, just about anything anybody could want, from an apartment size door hanger on up to a big wreath.
Gotcha. Well, you've done a great job on this, and I know that you already got you already got some of us, because my wife came through here. My wife loves your booth. My son loves your booth, and we picked up one of your wreaths already. This wind is out of control, isn't it?
It is. Mm-hmm.
And yet they're still here making it happen. Look, these wreaths survive right through the wind, like it's not even happening. And so, young lady, you've done a phenomenal job here. So you got wreaths, you've got. Walk me through just a few of these things.
Gift bags.
Gift bags.
Door hangers.
Door hangers.
Candle lanterns.
Got it, man.
Ornaments.
And you guys have the skill and the craft to make all this stuff.
We do. We don't have a lot of our woodwork out here. But,
yes, ma'am.
We have a wood shop in Cuero. We make rocking horses, furniture, custom items. If you can bring me a picture and I can draw it, we can saw it, we can make it.
So I could make a picture like maybe flexing or something and bring that to you, and you guys could make that
Let's not push the
Okay,
issue.
well, I was thinking for my wife. You know, Christmas is coming up. My wife would love a big giant thing of me flexing. You're probably right. Let's not push it. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Ladies, if you wouldn't mind, please introduce yourself and tell me what you have going on here.
Hi, I'm Victoria. We are Sweet Little Things, and we sell bakery goods.
Outstanding.
And I'm Hannah, and today we have banana bread as well as the muffins. We have mint, white, chocolate chip, and butterscotch, decorated and undecorated sugar cookies.
I'll just take it all, and we'll call it a day. Yeah, no, but I also know you have samples.
Yes, sir.
Sample me up here. I need a good sample. Pick one for me.
So we have a new product that we're thinking about trying. It's our homemade cookie butter.
Okay.
We also have the banana bread and some of the assortment of cookies.
And I think I heard you say cookie butter. Is that what you were saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so is there anything? Talk to me. Tell me about cookie butter here. What am I doing with the cookie? I just grabbed one. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's
Sorry, I'm just like
fine.
I own this. Let me just. So how do I don't know anything about cookie butter.
After you try it.
But okay, how do I just dip my finger in there?
It doesn't matter. However.
Okay. Well, it just jump right in,
It
huh?
doesn't matter.
Normally, guys, I wouldn't just stick my finger right in here and lick this, but I'm gonna do that. Okay. That's a lot of flavor in that I was not expecting that just comes on all of a sudden. So talk it through. What is this?
So.
And I'm just gonna sit here and eat. I'm stalling so I can eat some more of this while you talk. Go ahead.
It's basically just ground up cookies. In those we have the mint, the white chocolate, and the chocolate chip.
Hold on, wait. You guys found a way to make butter better by putting ground up cookies in?
Yes.
Is that what I'm understanding here? Is we have ground up cookies and butter?
Yes. At home, we used it on ice cream.
And guys, that's a wrap.
Bagels.
We're gonna go ahead and spend the rest of this show right here eating cookies in butter. Like, I I really have no more words like that.
And it is also real butter. It's not shortening.
Yes, and it's great on just bread or as an ice cream topper.
I'm just sitting over here eating cookie butter.
I
well
caught
done,
my husband
lady.
eating it with a spoon yesterday.
Yeah, that's real easy to do. Like, that's why I was hesitant on the butter at first, but cookie butter, I don't even have anything else to say, guys. Sweet little things, is that what it was? Sweet
Yes,
little
sir.
things. And the cookie butter, check it out. It's delicious, and they're not getting this one back. All right, guys, thanks so much for having me here. If you wouldn't mind, please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you've got going on here.
I'm Gary Henneke, and this is my wife Shirley, and we're the owners of Henneke Farms. We have a variety of products. We have meats, pasture-raised meats and eggs. We have a lot of baked goods, jellies, pickles, and an assortment of salsa. And she has some skincare products that she makes out of essential oils. And she also has some corn
This is fresh
products.
ground cornmeal in our products.
Outstanding. Okay. Okay. Well, I owe you guys to start with a big thank you. Actually, twofold. One, you guys always take care of him with the feathers.
Yeah.
He loves it. He looks forward to it. And I think that's a cool thing you do. And secondly, I think I owe you guys a thank you for dinner the other night. We had some delicious steaks, and my wife just let me know that she got up here. So thank you. Those were amazing. They were cooked to perfection, and they were delicious. And so thank you so much. On that note, my beautiful wife, if she would sneak in here a little bit, she this is the one that's in charge of keeping me fed and going and all of that. You'd like to buy us some more sirloins, I understand.
More sirloins, because they were great.
Should we talk you into selling us some sirloins and maybe walking us through your meat selection a little bit? And you hold on to that feather that Mom's got. Let's go over here and do some shopping.
Right here we have some the sirloins of the size. This back here. You can select. We have some selection here.
My wife knows how to pick the good cuts and the good looking ones, so I let her do all that.
We'll go with, let's do these two right here, please, sir.
All right.
So typically when you come up here, generally what all do you bring with you? Do you just an assortment of things or?
Yes, I have a list. I make a list of things that I have available each market. And some of them I display here, but a lot of them I put in have in the freezer because I can't fit everything in my ice chest.
Yes, sir.
So I usually try and put mistakes in some of those cuts in this one where people can look at it. And then I also have
He was featured in the
chickens that I raise with the giblets and so forth.
Yeah, okay.
I saw that.
I was
That
gonna say
you
with-
supply almost 100 turkeys to families locally, right? Yes.
And they'll be fresh. They're not a frozen turkey when they get it.
Nice.
That's so this is kind of Super Bowl for you all, I would guess.
It's
you know.
going to be a busy week next
Yes,
week.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
This
sir.
is the most turkeys I've had in 1 year.
What would you say the
Oh, wow.
importance of people shopping farms and buying their meats versus say going to HEB or Walmart? You know, why is it crucial that they come and purchase meat from the farmer's market or from you guys or some of the other vendors?
Well, there's several reasons, and one of them is, I feel, is the nutrition value that you get out of locally raised that are raised in a different manner than commercial, because most things are raised in CFOs, and it's just different. They don't get to eat their natural diets, and that's what we try and do, is raise animals on a natural diet. So you have that. You also have the freshness of them, and you're helping the local economy instead of sending the money somewhere else.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, that's important for everybody in the area, whether you purchase here or not.
Yes, sir. No, I agree. And like I said, you know, we had some of your delicious steaks the other night for dinner, and
he didn't know they came from the farmer's market, and he commented of how good they were, and so that's what I told him.
That's what I mean. The difference. It's not something that you dream up. The person can usually taste the difference. We have that many comments from people that come to the market that they can taste the difference.
We also
Because there
invite
is.
people out to the farm,
Yes.
so that they can come and see how their food that we raise is being raised,
Oh,
opposed
nice.
to not knowing where it's coming from or anything
Yeah,
like
just
that.
like the chickens and stuff, how we move the animals a lot, and how they get. I mean, they get to eat a lot of stuff. And a lot of people are removed from the food sources nowadays, and it's a lot of people find it very interesting.
yes, sir. No, we will probably actually take you up on that because I
He'll
think
like it too.
Yes, sir. I think there's a real lack of knowledge of how your food gets from the pasture to your plate. And
the difference between the way it's done for people at the market here and the way it's done commercially.
Yes, sir. Well, and I'll tell you a very quick story is, when we first started having farm fresh eggs, honestly, I was grossed out by them because I'd been so pre-programmed to want the white store-bought eggs that I thought those were the healthy eggs and those were the ones I wanted. And turns out I was completely backwards on that. And you can spot you put those two things in a frying pan next to each other and you can tell the farm egg and you can tell the store egg.
Well, people with children like this one, if you take a farm egg and you crack it open, and you got a color in that yolk, and you have it stands up, that kind of compares, what does this sick child look like? They're droopy, don't have color. That's a store-bought egg.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a kind of comparison that the stableness of that egg.
Yes, sir.
Shows the nutrition.
Yes, sir. No, I couldn't agree more. And thank you Thank you guys for what you do.
And we actually need some eggs too, if you have any.
I think I might have 1 dozen left.
Oh, awesome.
I'll tell you what. I'll let her grab this dozen. We're going to move on to the next one. But thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate all you do. Can you say bye and thanks for the feather?
Bye.
Well, he's way past nap time. Appreciate you. Thanks, guys. All right, guys. I'm excited because, as you can tell, I'm already spending some money up here, but it's for a good cause. My friend, if you wouldn't mind, introduce yourself and tell me who you're with, if you don't mind.
My name is Brooks Rudolph. I'm from Yoakum, Texas, small farm called Heritage Acres Farmer in Yoakum. We're multi-generational agricultural family, but over the years, slowly started moving away from the conventional model of pesticide, herbicides, things that could harm us or, that type of deal. Slowly but surely, we've moved away from some of the norms and kind of got back to the original way of raising animals and crops. So we come here every Wednesday and Saturday. We sell everything from chicken to pork to beef and turkey this year too.
I was gonna say, this bad boy right here is mine because obviously Thanksgiving is coming up, and I'm guessing that's kind of like Super Bowl for you guys. You do quite a few of these things, I'm guessing.
Yes, we did quite a few this year. This is our first year throwing turkey out to everybody. Went as fast as it possibly could. It was just absolutely crazy. But it's been a good experience, and we want to make sure people get the same product they're getting with everything else with the turkey as well.
Roger that. What is kind of some of the benefits of shopping through a farmer, a local farm, and you mentioned some of the feed and stuff like that. What is the difference of me picking up, let's say, a steak from you versus going over to HEB or something like that?
Well, really it comes down to the biggest thing most people need to understand is knowing the farmer, talking to what they do, talk to their protocols, their procedures, things that how they raise the animal. In reality, most of the time, consumers in the United States now, they'll spend more time trying to figure out what shoes to buy than to what type of food to put in their body. And it's everybody's personal choice, but if you talk to a farmer, they might, be raising things conventionally. They might just be a local farm. They might be doing things, feeding maybe certified organic or non-GMO. Things like that is to educate yourself, talk to the farmer, see what they do. Normally, like in the food industry, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. A lot of their focus is directing the consumer into buying items. So it might be a little bit deceptive or confusing. For example, like you'll see natural, listed on say beef or turkey or something, and that may or may not be natural. If it's non-GMO, a lot of people typically buy non-GMO stuff and they feel like that is the best way to go. But in reality, a non-GMO product still can have pesticides, still can have antibiotics, still have herbicides. It's not regulated. So a certified organic product would actually have that. Most small farmers like us, we don't get certified organic because we're not certified organic just because it costs a lot of money. It's not cost prohibitive in order for us to produce a product and sell it to you at a reasonable price. But we still can practice those same practices by buying certified organic feed or, treating our land the same way, without the bad chemicals.
Yes, sir.
And in reality, what you put in your body was all about,
Well, for somebody like ourselves that we try to feed him, nothing processed, clean foods, and he's had no sugars, no store-bought stuff,
Sure.
nothing out of a box, and so you're a lot more able to control your diet and what you put in your body by getting to know your farmers.
Well, it's really sad that you say that because a lot of items, if you go to the store, big box store, HEB, whatever, you flip over the ingredient list, and the ingredient is things you can't pronounce, or there's weird stuff on there. Food dyes, for example. I have a son that doesn't do well with food dyes. Some commercial sausages out there, for example, will have food coloring in it. Why? What's the point? It's an additional cost for the producer why do they put it in there? But it you know, causes adverse reactions for my son. So we've, over the years, we've tried to stay away from processed foods and things of that nature as well, because some people it doesn't work very good for them, and some people it's a major health problem. So.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to answer so many of my dumb questions today, and we will think about you at Thanksgiving, and thank you for the hard work that went into this. Guys, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back with Ms. Meridith and sit down and kind of hear a little bit of the history and the final nuts and bolts of this farmer's market. But again, make sure you get out here. Make sure you support these vendors, these farmers, these local producers that are really trying to bring you something that's special, healthy, clean to put on your table. And you might find out that you need these people way more than you think pretty dang soon. So you might want to get out here and get to know them. And if nothing else, learn something. I had no idea there were so many different cuts of beef. I had no idea there was just about 2/3 of this going on. I was oblivious to. So get out here and meet them. Thank you again for the time, my brother. We'll take a quick break and be right back with Take a quick break and be right back with Miss Meridith.
Welcome to Furniture Warehouse Direct. I've got lots of furniture that we've just set back out. If you're needing something right away, come into the store, check it out. You can take right off the floor. We have Simmons Beauty Rest, Simmons Hybrid, and we have Simmons Beauty Rest Black. Our selection of bedroom sets right now, solid wood. We have some with self-closing drawers. We still carry a little bit of everything. We're budget friendly for every budget. We have financing options. We have leasing options. Check us out at FurnitureWarehouseDirect.com, and we're at 2110 John Stockbauer in Victoria, Texas.
I found the discount!
It's the sizzling summer sell-off at Victory GMC. Take $4,000 off new Denali's. Enjoy 1.9% financing on new GMC Sierras and 3.9% financing on new GMC Terrains. Wow, big discounts and low financing rates. We think you'll call it Victory. Now go put them back.
Sylvan of Victoria is an educational resource for all ages. Regardless if you're in preschool or college or an adult wanting to further your career and learn a new skill set, the team at Sylvan can help. You can benefit from SAT, ACT, or STAR Prep. If you need proctors for homeschool children or would like to continue your adult education in reading, writing, or math, then Sylvan of Victoria is the place for you. Give us a call today.
All right, guys, welcome back. I'm with my friend. You've seen her on the show before. You've seen her on the event show before. But just in case you haven't, please introduce yourself.
I'm Meridith Byrd. I work for the Food Bank of the Golden Crescent and am the manager of the Victoria Farmers Market.
Well, you do a phenomenal job. Thank you. You always accommodate our requests. You always get us in here when we all, and if I ever need to fill in a spot, I can call you, and you are always there to get my back, and so thank you so much. But I want to talk about this farmers market. This is a really cool deal that I think is, as the country continues to go the direction that it's going, I think something like this becomes increasingly more and more important. So I really want to share, you know, I see food, you know, HEB, I see supply lines thinning out, I see the store shelves thinning out, and they're not being restocked. Inflation's hitting, costs are going up. Where does a local farmer's market work into that equation with what's going on, and what is their importance?
So I think we've seen, particularly since COVID hit, I think we've seen the importance of having a local food supply, where if the retailers are having trouble restocking their shelves, you can go to someone local who's growing vegetables, who is raising animals for meat and for eggs, who's doing their own homemade foods. And you can have a personal connection with a local farmer and build that into a relationship where you don't have to worry about your food source disappearing.
And to take it a step further, not only disappearing, you can have a lot more control over what actually goes into your body with those food sources.
Absolutely.
You know, I just from talking to some of the farmers today, you know, I had no idea that so much of our beef was imported. I had no idea, you know, honestly, just the gross stuff that went into some of the things that I wouldn't even think twice about just shoveling down my pie hole, you know? And it's like, and I always tell the story, and I think I told it on camera earlier, about a farm egg and a store-bought egg. You crack those two things in a pan and there is a night and day difference.
Absolutely.
And I used to drift being programmed towards that store-bought egg because that's what I thought was Well, I was wrong. That's the gross egg. The farm egg is the one with the nutrients.
The
and,
bright orange, sunny
yeah,
yolk.
and depending on the farmers here, you know, there's grass fed, there's grass fed, corn fed. You know, I'm still learning all the different ways and how to order, but the control that you can have over your diet, over the you know, again, having the food source, but also being able to customize that and
Yes.
control,
Yes.
you know, when the U.S. struggles with diabetes and obesity and all of these things, and you can actually have some say or go to a farmer where you know just what's going in your food.
Yes.
That's huge to me.
You can ask them how they control pests. Do they spray pesticides on their vegetables, on their garden? That's something that you're missing, that personal connection when you go to a big box store for your food. Now, they certainly, I shop at HEB every week.
As do we, yeah.
But I get as much as I can here, and then what's not available here, I'll supplement on my grocery order. And so this, you know, there's still definitely a place and a necessity and importance of the retailers, because they're going to provide the bulk of our food. But I don't think it's any coincidence that this market is just growing by leaps and bounds, because, you know, I was worried in 2020 with the rise of COVID. We didn't know what was going to happen to the market, and I was just blown away with the number of new vendors that wanted to join and the rising customers seeking us out as a source for local foods. And so we've been very fortunate to start building those relationships with customers and, you know, building that trust, creating that bond, being a knowledgeable source for what you put into your body. It has just made all the difference in this market, to where, you know, now we're open 2 days a week. That's incredible. We're open every Wednesday and every Saturday.
And they're so passionate about it too. That was one of the things I enjoyed getting to meet everybody is this is their livelihoods, a lot of them. This is what they do to put their food on the table and to pay their bills. And they were passionate about their products, and that I like that. You know, I like going through and when somebody has grown something or handmade something or just put their heart into it. You know, we do this little show and it might be whatever, but I put my heart into this thing, you know?
Absolutely. And so you're among friends here and you know, kindred spirits.
Yes, and they all welcomed me in and they were excited to talk about what they had. They were excited to let me sample it. I'm still sweaty from that I mean, I made a sweat stain right in the middle of my shirt.
It did a number on you.
But it was good. It was good
so
stuff.
Good.
You know, but you hit something. You guys are now open twice a week. That's a new thing, Wednesday and Saturdays.
Yes.
This is the 4th or 5th
This
Sunday?
is the 5th Saturday,
Wednesday,
I think
sorry.
we're 5th Wednesday. Thank
there
you.
we go. We'll get the right day.
Eventually.
And
so yes, this is something that the farmers started asking me about earlier in the year.
Yes,
they, you know, would we consider opening up during the week? And so basically, we kind of, you know, talked amongst all the farmers and vendors and had enough of an interest that it was like, well, sure, let's coincide it with the fall produce season, so that we'll start, because produce is the number one draw to this market. And so let's, you know, and produce thins out when it gets to be so hot in the summer. And so we started it in mid-October. We decided that we would let the weather cool down a little bit, let some of that fall.
Let the
produce.
wind come in.
Right.
Jeez. And on that note, I want to say good job to the crew, Steve and Ethan. It's super windy outside. Poor guys been having all cameras and mics and we're lucky they don't blow off, but good job, guys.
So anyway, yeah, so now we have this this weekly Wednesday market, and we are seeing a great group of core customers who are coming out every week, and then plus, you know, a good number of new customers as well.
So I scribbled down a few notes I want to hit real quick before we get out of here. And you said it just a second ago, but this is more than just vegetables. A lot of people think it's just, you know, you can just come up here and get vegetables and then go home. But, you know, I got a half a rack of beef or half a cow up here. I bought a turkey up here, bought some hamburger up here. But my wife, but you guys need to stop selling so much to my wife. Actually, I'm starting to go broke here. I have to do another show to pay for all this. But no, it's way more than just vegetables. And we highlighted some of that today.
Homemade foods, from sweet to salty and everything
Crafts
in between.
And all sorts of stuff. But no resale.
No resale. So, and I even limit the number of craft vendors. If you will look we have a majority food vendors, and then I have a very limited number of craft vendors, and that's by design. We want to be a food market and then have a little something extra as well.
Gotcha.
But yes, no resale. Everything here at the market has to be homegrown, homemade, or handmade by the vendors themselves.
Gotcha.
So that's going to set us apart from a craft market that allows like direct sales, like the skincare companies, the the candles, stuff that you buy from a wholesaler and you turn around and resell it. That's just not allowed here. We like the integrity of keeping everything homegrown, homemade, handmade.
Gotcha. So you guys are, to wrap this all up, you're open year round. We are now twice a week. Good Lord. We are now open twice a week, Wednesday and Saturday.
Yes.
We've said Sunday and Monday. Neither one of those are days, or they're days, but they're not farmers market days. But you're open year round. Do you know this will be airing on Friday, the week before Thanksgiving? Do you know your Thanksgiving? Are you guys going to be open that Wednesday before Thanksgiving?
We're gonna close that Wednesday because I asked around and everybody's going to be doing their Thanksgiving cleaning, cooking, prepping.
Makes
so it
sense.
will be closed on Wednesday, but we will be open Saturday.
Okay.
The Saturday
after Thanksgiving.
Yes, that small
Outstanding.
business Saturday. What better day to be open to showcase these small
Do
businesses?
you know Christmas schedules yet, or will that be upcoming?
We will be open the last day of this season. I think will be December 18th.
Okay.
That's a Saturday. That's going to be our big Christmas market. We'll have Santa here for pictures with the kids. And I don't know about the Wednesday after. That's kind of getting pretty close to, and we might run into the same thing where people are prepping for Christmas.
Yes, ma'am.
So I know for sure we'll be open through Saturday, December 18th.
Roger that. And
then
all this they can find it on the Farmers Market Facebook page?
Facebook and Instagram. Yes,
Okay.
you sure can. And it's just Victoria Farmers Market. So on Tuesdays and Fridays, I post a list of exactly which vendors will be there the next day and exactly what they're bringing. So you'll know which vendors will have eggs, what cuts of meat are going to be at the market, if your favorite vendor is showing up with your favorite jelly and whatnot. And so social media is the best way to keep track of what's going on. We'll post any closures, if it's raining and we have to open late, we post that on there. And
Construction,
so
still open. Yeah.
So I do like to drive as much traffic toward our social media because it's just that instant, being able to get word out to your customer base.
Got it. Well, thank you. Am I forgetting anything that I didn't plug that we need to get out?
The only thing we didn't mention is our hours, 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And I think you guys have done a wonderful job profiling the market itself and our vendors here, our farmers, our local businesses. I know you're passionate about small businesses, having one of your own.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
certainly, like I said, you're among friends and kindred spirits here, and so we appreciate the time that you're taking to highlight all of these businesses.
Yes, ma'am. Well, we're all in it together. You're exactly right on that. Thank you for always accommodating us as well. Guys, this was the Victoria Farmers Market. Make sure you get out. Make sure you support them. Walk in here and shake their hands. Talk to them. One, you're going to find a lot of people you like. Two, you're going to find a lot of food, produce, and crafts that you like. But be your support in the community. You might just be taking care of your family and not even realize it just yet, and how important all this stuff is going to be. And so, guys, you'll see her all over town. Shake her hand, tell her thank you. Victoria's Farmer Market. Make sure you get out and support them. Thank you so much to all the farmers, the producers, and the vendors that welcomed us in today. We had a blast. My mouth's still burning a little bit, but it was delicious. Thank you so much. Guys, we'll see you at the next one. Thanks so much for tuning in to Meet Victoria with Caleb Shaw. If you haven't done so already, make sure you comment below, share the videos. Really helps the algorithms. Also, make sure you like the page, follow the page, And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also, if you want to be featured on Meet Victoria, shoot us a message. We'd love to hear from you. And finally, make sure you support our great sponsors. We could not do this without them, and we're grateful and blessed to have them. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you at the next one.